And I'm willing to bet that there's a lot of people out there who avoid the gym because of social anxiety or just Calypso. I'm trying to film, darling. Hey guys, it's Sasha with Rice and Raw, and in this video I want to talk about having anxiety in the gym. So one of my most popular videos, the video that gets the most traction and is still relevant today, is my social anxiety is ruining my life video. And this is because so many people struggle with social anxiety and anxiety in their day-to-day life. And I am willing to bet that a lot of people struggle with anxiety in the gym, and I would hate for something like that to hold someone back from achieving their goals in the gym, from achieving the body of their dreams. When I started out, I had anxiety in the gym, and I still have an underlying anxiety in the gym, but I have a few things that have helped me out tremendously, where I can still get everything out of my workout and I still enjoy my workouts. So there are three main topics that we're going to discuss today: how to assimilate into the gym culture, how to have confidence in the gym, and how to not put up with shit. Because as a girl in the gym, in the weight room, you are bound to have to put up with some kind of bull. So first, let's talk about assimilating into the gym culture. So if you're new to the gym and have no idea what you're doing, you're terrified to even step foot in the gym because you're afraid everyone's going to be staring at you, my suggestion is to start off with the workouts that you may already know, the typical safe workouts, just so you can start to get a rhythm in the gym, so you can start to have a frequency of going to the gym, and challenge yourself by weaving in 1, 2, or 3 new workouts every time you go to the gym. If you jump into a gym routine with all brand new workouts, you do risk, especially if you're someone who has anxiety, you risk not wanting to ever go back, and you risk avoiding the gym completely. So by easing yourself into the gym routine, easing yourself into new workouts, you can make this a long-term habit. Most people are comfortable with the cardio equipment. So if you are absolutely terrified of the gym, have never lifted before, start off with a little bit of cardio and have 1 or 2 lifts in and then call it a day. Just maybe stretch at the end as well too. And build that up over time. So what is really helpful is actually starting off not in the weight room, but in the weight machine area. So this area is like a no man's land. So all people from every weight class, every gender, every age goes there. It's kind of like a safe haven, and if you get nervous, it's very easy to hide behind the metal of the machines. And what's great about the machines is that most machines will have a little plaque on there saying what muscles that it will target and how to operate the machine correctly. Also, I suggest looking up workouts ahead of time and practicing your form in the mirror at home, so then when you get to the gym, you are confident that you have the correct form. And don't be afraid to bring up that YouTube video on how to squat, how to deadlift, proper squat form in the gym to make sure that you're doing it right. Proper form is so important because not only will you be getting the max growth out of your muscle for each rep, but it also helps to avoid any injuries, and you'll have less people staring at you, cringing, and worried for your safety. Before you start trying out any fun, new, crazy Instagram workouts, I would suggest to get down your proper forms on the classic lifts like deadlifts and squats. Then you can go off into the variations of deadlifts and squats, and then you can go into more fun and exotic Instagram workouts that you may see, and if you want to follow those as well. Another great way to assimilate into the gym is, as you're going more frequently, you'll start to realize that there are people who are regular fixtures in the gym. They're there every day, and a lot of these people are very social. They've made a lot of friends in the gym. It's kind of like their social time and workout time. So just because we, as people who have anxiety, may not be as inclined to make friends in the gym, these people are. And what is great about that is that a lot of them are genuinely friendly, and more than likely that if you are in the weight room and you're there frequently too and they see you there, they'll probably come and befriend you, which is a great opportunity, because it really feels good when you walk into the gym and you know a whole bunch of people and you're saying, hey, hi, how are you? It's definitely, you start to feel like you're a part of the tribe, a part of the culture. I think also making friends in the gym will help boost your confidence because you won't feel so alone and isolated. Because with that type of feeling, especially if you're someone who has anxiety, you'll feel like everyone is watching you. And that feeling is crippling. Honestly, it can be so crippling sometimes. So to know that you have friends in the gym can be a really reassuring feeling. So this transitions us perfectly to building confidence in the gym. So some of my tips for building confidence in the gym are focusing on strength goals. So you'll start to see that you get stronger and stronger as you progress. You can put on more weight. And when you're doing squats and deadlifts especially, and you're starting to lift a lot heavier and you have a plate on each side or even more, you start to feel a little bit more legitimate. And especially as a girl in the weight room, you start to lift a little heavier and you're really challenging yourself. When people see that and they really respect that, if you're working hard in the gym, people love that because that ups their game. They want to up their game if they see other people killing it. And I definitely feel legitimized if, I'm able to squat 185, deadlift 185. I'm not at 2 plates yet, nor will I probably ever be, but I'm lifting as heavy as I can for me, and that makes me feel really good. I start breaking, personal records. I start getting stronger. I start feeling like a stronger woman, and that really builds my confidence. Also, I have a bit of an alter ego going in the gym, just as Beyonce's alter ego is Sasha, me. My alter ego, not that I've named her or anything, or that she's particularly any other persona, but she's kind of like a badass bitch. I walked into the gym and I'm a badass bitch. I don't take shit. And that's some persona that I've developed. I think it's probably more of an armor than anything else, but it does give me confidence. And, I listen to some awesome playlists. I put together my workout playlist. It gets me pumped. I typically listen to like Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, people that are just full of confidence in their music. And their music just makes me feel like I'm just going to kill this workout. So especially if I'm doing a heavy lift, I gotta have my Nicki, gotta have my Kanye. Sometimes I have some Madonna or some throwbacks that really hype me up. So I guess I really developed this persona, like I said, as some type of armor or protection from the elements out there, aka from some of the men out there. So I hate to say this, but it's going to happen if you're a female entering a male-dominated area in the gym. So, I've done jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, which are mostly male-dominated sports, and I've never had problems with like misogyny or sexism, but being in the gym, I feel like it's kind of like that old world feeling in there where, don't get me wrong, most of the guys are so respectful. Most of the guys are just really supportive of girls being in the gym. I think, they see it more as a good thing than a bad thing, but there is that rare man. You always have 1 or 2, maybe a few more in the gym that just hate when women are in the weight room. And you can tell this because they actually get all up in your face, which is really bizarre, especially if you're new, you're a girl in there, you're nervous, you're minding your own business. I'm not trying to scare you guys away, but it does happen and you need to be prepared for it. And to be honest, the first few times that you do experience some form of sexism in the gym, you probably won't know how to handle it. Later on, you'll be like, oh, I should have said this, and you'll be kicking yourself for not defending, and like sticking up for yourself. But just know that that's going to start to come with time and building that confidence in the gym that you'll put your foot down and you won't allow that sort of thing to happen. Now, luckily, this sexism in the gym that I've experienced is very mild, but some instances, I guess, would be a lot of men interrupt women in the middle of their workouts, in the middle of their set. And in gym culture, that's not acceptable. You don't interrupt someone in the middle of their set. And for some reason, that happens to me most of all. I honestly think most of the time, these men, they're just really excited to see a girl in the gym. And girl, you cute. Like, they're so taken aback by it that they are just so excited to talk to you that they don't realize that you're working out and you're in the middle of a set. So, they really don't mean bad, but you do need to kind of check them and put them in their place. Like, make them wait for you to finish. Don't stop in the middle of your set because someone wants to talk to you or chit chat with you, or even ask if you're going to be done with the machine soon because you're in the middle of your workout. You're there for you, right? So you might need to put your finger up 1 minute, wait till I'm done. It might feel bitchy, it might be bitchy, but like I said, you are here for you. You're here for your goals. You're not here for him. You're not here to get out of his way. You need to remember that. Finish your set, and then you can go let him know, hey, sorry about that, but don't interrupt people in the middle of their set. You would hate that, wouldn't you? So, you know, typically I like to make a joke out of it. I smile. But then again, don't be afraid to actually call them out on it because they may not realize they're doing it. And eventually they'll probably be thankful that you let them know that they, you know, probably did something that they would never do to another man. But there are some men who are very aggressive towards women in the gym. Not sexually aggressive or anything, but like actually aggressive. I've had men try to bully me off of machines or benches, berate me with questions as to what I'm doing, and trying to discourage me from being in the weight room altogether. And with these types of men, you really do need to stand your ground. And it really upsets me because in these moments, it's really terrifying because you are minding your own business and someone is so annoyed with the fact that you're present, that you're physically taking up space. It could really deter someone from even coming back to the gym. And that is my biggest gripe, is that just because just because this didn't affect me in the way where I'm not going to come back, this could have been a girl who was new, who was more susceptible and more scared, and you could have just completely derailed her and deterred her from achieving her goals, from building that big booty. Like, you just took that away from her. So that really, really upsets me. And I'm at the point in my lifting career, in my life, where I'm not going to allow that. And in the past, when these kind of things happen, where men have tried to bully me off the machines, tried to discourage me from being there, or nitpicked everything that I've done in the gym, like, I've never seen them go up and critique anyone else but me. It's not something I'm going to allow anymore. But before, I would just kind of just let it go. And when I say men intimidating me, I mean, I've had men physically intimidate me by coming out to my car as I'm getting into my car in the evening, so it's dark outside, knocking on my window, and I'm just like, of course, little old me is like, I'm not going to let him intimidate me, so I get out of my car, which is so silly because you have no idea what this like 250-pound man is going to do to you. And I'm like, yeah, what? So yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have stayed in my car. But you know, men just trying to get one up on you. And I speak about this. It's not like it happens often, but it does happen, and it will happen at least once to you, especially if you're a girl in the gym, in the weight room. And I pray it doesn't happen to you, but you do need to be mentally prepared for this because it could happen, and I don't want it to catch you off guard. This definitely attributes to most of my anxiety in the gym, is that I'm not going to be able to get through a workout because someone doesn't want me there for his own, whatever it may be. So again, I don't want to deter you from the gym because of that. And I do want to, again, stress that there are so many amazing men in the gym who are so sweet and genuinely nice. Like, yeah, sure, they might just be talking to you because maybe they're, you know, setting up, you know, hopefully in the future they'll ask you on a date. But at least that's a lot more respectful than some of the encounters that I have had at the gym with some alpha beta males. So I hope this video helped you guys out. Don't be afraid to go to the gym. This is about you. This is about your life, your goals, and what you're about to achieve. Everything else should melt away. Just put it in your music, put it in your headphones, and focus on you and focus on building up the best you that you can be. So I'm super interested if you guys have any other tips on handling stress or anxiety in the gym, or if you've experienced any other types of sexism in the gym and how you've handled it successfully. So let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.